We won the first game versus the Diamondbacks in dramatic fashion. A walk-off home run by Cedric Mullins. Let's see if we can wrap up a series victory. Hope everybody has had a good day. By the way, today it is official. The Orioles are officially under new ownership. The other baseball owners unanimously approved David Rubenstein and his ownership group, which includes Cal Ripken Jr., as the new owners of the Baltimore Orioles. So, no more Angelos family. Now, will that lead to us actually signing our players? Who knows? But if we don't, nobody can blame Angelos anymore. The only thing that man has said is he is committed to bringing a winner to Baltimore. You wouldn't be talking about Pittsburgh, would you? Wait a minute. They play baseball in Pittsburgh? Oh. Gabe. Not much. If I get shelled with your boy John Means again, I'm gonna designate him for assignment. Were you still watching when I hit my walk-off last night?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the
defending National League champions. The Orioles sit at second place, 3 games above 500. The Diamondbacks are about 12 games under 500. Don't think they're going to make the World Series again.
So, almost ready to get underway.
John Means did not have a good first start. He has a 3.43 whip, a 19.29 ERA, and 2 1/3 innings. Clearly, that person that was controlling him on the sticks does not know what he's doing. Wouldn't you concur, Frog?
And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's outside. And that's how this game gets started.
Come on, John. I need you to throw strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Edge of the zone, called a strike.
That might be why he leads Major League Baseball history with steals. Yeah.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's Chase Peterson.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field.
Nice.
That one's in there.
You know, that's the guy that Amish believes is the greatest Major League Baseball player of all time. When it comes to the use of all 5 tools, that is.
And downstairs. 1 out.
And honestly,
empty.
it's hard to argue. I mean, yeah, he couldn't pitch, but I bet you if you put a ball in his hand and said, for this season you're going to be a pitcher, if you gave him a spring training and an off season to figure it out, I bet you he could
softly on the ground.
Do a halfway decent job.
On to Nevin. 2 away here in the top of the first. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Corbin Carroll.
Well, this guy commands a lot of attention.
Corbin Carroll.
The bases, when you talk about that game-changing speed, it really is a distraction. And I tell you what, when
by the way, Gabe, did you see our trade went through?
I loved hitting behind them because, you know, many times they were in scoring positions. So
it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Over to first in time. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly. Orioles due up in the first. No score. Back after this.
Hey, speaking of the Royals, Mark, I have 2 YouTube shorts. They're the 2 most recent ones. One is my AL predictions. The other is my NL predictions. Check them out when you get a chance.
When things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And into the box for Baltimore.
The man who was the hero of last night's game, Cedric Mullins. And how was your day, Mark?
Do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so he's going to have more time to work things out at the dish.
Ground ball to the right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. In the air, right field. Carroll sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. Then there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot.
I had the Royals picked to win their division.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit right now. I mean, he knows it. His team knows it. Everybody in the stands knows it, but they need him to turn it around. You know, I'm told he's putting in some extra work in the cages, as he should be doing. So we'll see if he can break out right here.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Now, full disclosure, I don't know how much of that is I believe in the Royals as it is I think they're in a weak division. Like, I wouldn't pick them to win the AL West or the NL, or they're certainly not the AL East. I think the last place team in the AL East could be a first place team in the AL Central.
On the ground to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
That is third. The shortstop, Gunnar. Henderson.
2 outs, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
That's why I said I think if they can stay healthy,
However, that's another story.
the Royals win the division. They got a great lineup.
See, is this more
I think they got
common to guys
underrated
really
starting
succeeding
pitching,
against pitchers
and I think they
from a
have
specific side?
an underrated
I think
bullpen.
it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
I mean, and look at it this way. You never know what happens when you get into the playoffs. What? It was the Cardinals, I think, that got into the playoffs with only like 84 or 85 wins and ended up winning the World Series.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
There we go, Gunnar.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Anthony Santander at the plate. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. That one missed. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Still find it interesting, and a lot of people don't really remember this. Christian Walker came from the Orioles. They essentially chose Trey Mancini over Christian Walker, and
2 outs.
I guess long term that wasn't the best idea.
Marte should have it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And the Orioles lead one. Scoreless after one.
So, Gabe, what have you been up to all day? You said you're a maintenance man, right?
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll.
So does that mean when I need something fixed, I can call you?
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone
Why not?
remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Matthew Ross.
I ain't talking about my personal problem. I'm talking about something like...
He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware.
Sometimes it happens like that.
Get it early in the count.
You know, I mean...
Christian Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Didn't that happen to San Francisco? They won over 100 games. What was it? The year the Dodgers actually are...
Henderson.
And they ended up finishing in second place.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Means 30 years old now, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Apparently, did you know Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is one of the only players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas?
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Oh, boy. I appreciate the support there, Mr. Wildman. I will respond to your text in kind when I am done the stream here. I want to touch base with you anyway. Tyler Nevin, 1-0 Orioles.
He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Yeah.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
I have known Mr. Wildman here since,
It's exciting to see a leadoff home
what,
run
we
in
were
an
5?
inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
We went from young punks to old farts.
0-2 now.
I'm just happy that the recent picture I've seen of you, you have a lot more gray than I do, sir.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And the pitch. In the air, right field. Carroll brings it in with a nice running.
You know, you can respond in the chat here, Wild Man. You don't need to keep texting me. I keep looking at my phone, and you're making me miss pitches.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You dyed gray. I call BS there. Who dyes their hair gray?
He was late there. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run
You're good.
across here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings through that one.
Old man.
That time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Have we really known each other for 36 years?
And it falls. And that extends the inning.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
I have 2 of my other buddies in my PlayStation chat with me. One of them. Look at that. Gabe, what year were you born? One of the guys that's in my chat with me, Grant, was born the year we graduated high school together. Does that make you feel old or what?
And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Rutschman digs in now. There's a strike.
Just don't bring up any of my exes in chat.
And a swing and a miss.
Very well executed changeup right there.
We got.
Command the fastball consistently. That's going to be an important pitch.
I hate you so much right now. We have shoes older than him.
Way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
2 on, 2 outs.
That's the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch.
Yeah, they're probably you talking about for Arizona, the ones that are wearing?
Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to.
They're probably the City Connects, yeah.
At the belt and fires. Cut off again.
Do a screen share with Brett, or do a screen share, and Pro can tell you. Or. Oh yeah, if they are Kansas, I love Kansas City Connect jerseys way more than the Orioles. The Orioles look like dog do.
This one popped up.
When I wish Rubenstein would have said that one of his first tasks were to change the City Connect jerseys.
We head on down to the top of the 3rd.
That's right, Wild Man. For the first time since we were 9 years old. The Angelos family doesn't own the Orioles, thank God. I always thought you were going to buy him, bud.
That misses, And it's 1-0.
Strike.
1-1.
1-1 now. On the ground. And that one handled. Over to first. One up, one down.
The third baseman.
Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio. Oh, you mean you can't put it on a yeah?
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
I appreciate you. Although I'm pretty sure it only counts as 1 view, so you don't need to have me on all 3.
The Diamondbacks trailing by
Unless you're
2.
watching old videos on the other.
Half of inning number
That would
3.
be giving me watch time on old videos while you're watching the current live.
Sells the changeup with that arm action.
But I do appreciate you. If you're new in here, like what you're watching, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm 106 subscribers away from 1,000.
The wind of the pitch. Bounce to third.
Feels like I've known Mr. Wildman over there a couple million years.
11. 2 up, 2 down.
You were only a couple million, considering they were sold for over $1 billion. That's pretty impressive.
Jose Herrera stands in now.
So when did you become a multi-millionaire? And if you are, can I borrow about $1 million for each year I've known you?
Catcher.
No ball.
The Dbacks down by a pair here in the second game of the series.
Well, no, if he says he was only a couple million short on the Orioles sale, then he should be able to handle letting me borrow $36 million.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Diamondbacks down in order. And they're down 2-0.
Okay, don't let my buddy Frog read that. He'll crack up laughing. Please tell me you didn't actually read what he put in my chat.
Set for the bottom of the third.
He said me and him have been around since the Dead Sea got sick.
The pitch. Fouled off.
I enjoy Frog's banter every once in a while. Yeah.
Small ball up.
Gunnar, Henderson, wave it bye-bye. My buddy Frog just said at least we weren't around to flood the Dead Sea.
And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Tell the truth, Wild Man. We were on Noah's Ark.
I'm not really sure how he kept that going. When you're out in front on a break,
That was a beautiful swing.
such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just enough to sneak it inside.
Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Nah,
And that one wrapped foul.
no, you didn't. Don't lie. I was just about to tell the truth. You didn't build Noah's Ark. You got off Noah's Ark when he told you couldn't put your
You just got to delete it. You give up that
your
lead.
fancy cars in the on the
Focus
boat.
on this next batter.
And a pitch.
And when he told you that you didn't, and when he told you that he didn't like NASCAR.
Great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Righty delivers. Stays alive.
You said if my cars can't be on the boat, then I don't want to be on the boat. And the funny thing is, I know you well enough to know that you'd actually say that.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Because when it comes to cars, you ain't right in the head.
On to first. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the
How
strikeout.
does the catcher?
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Nevin. He's already homered in this game. Ground ball right side could be 2.
Well, he is a NASCAR fan, so he doesn't believe in left-hand turns.
Now back, right fielder,
right-hand turns. The other way.
And now the right fielder, Ryan Mountcastle, struck out looking at his first at bat.
Hey, I just thought of something. That's why you've never been right, Grant, because, or, sorry, Wild Man, because you're a NASCAR fan. You've always been left-minded.
If he's going to get deeper into this game. Almost got him. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run.
Look, I've been picking on this guy about his love of NASCAR since we were in middle school, so.
Center field. Grichuk drifts towards it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Watch.
Solo homer brings in one.
You want to see me piss off a grown man?
This is Orioles baseball.
Hey, Wild Man.
On the show, Mid-Atlantic.
Are NASCAR drivers athletes?
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And
What did I always tell you when we were kids?
First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mountcastle makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jace Peterson stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
My buddy Frog said that Rusty Wallace is number 1, then Earnhardt.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fastball.
Okay, fine. It's 1 Rusty. He said to clarify, when counting 3, it's 1 Rusty Wallace, then Dale Earnhardt.
Pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
One down, base is empty. Left field. Hayes has it sized up. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
I always thought, now correct me, Wild Man, I always thought you were a,
The second base.
Here's
he wishes he could. He told me to tell you to go kiss a, he said go kiss a princess, Frog. He said,
just missed.
okay, I'm not going to have a conversation between you two, Frog. You get in chat and you talk to my buddy.
Swinging a bouncer.
I'm not playing mediator while I'm trying to stream.
And the inning is over.
Or
no runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4.
okay, nobody mentioned the scoreboard.
The Orioles 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Bottom of the 4th and into the box for Baltimore, Austin Hayes. Nelson back to work. This one high in the air to left center. Gurriel on the run. Nice grab on the run. One away. Almost
Hey, Wild Man, when was the last Oriole game you went to?
Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's downstairs and outside.
Oh my God! Thank God I don't have audio on. That's too soon.
Pop up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
That's cold. That's cold, Frog, even for you.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
I'm not even gonna repeat what he said. I'd lose all my subscribers.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Jeez,
And the pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
wow.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Holy moly. I think I may have found, Wild Man, I think I may have found someone that is more,
In time. Yeah, they get the out.
Second baseman.
no, I wasn't I didn't go on that field trip. You guys did. Left my ass at
The
school.
next to hit for the Orioles. Yeah, he's already singled in this game.
Thank you for rubbing that in.
And that's outside. Ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
By the way, without getting into too much detail, obviously, any word, speaking of that, because you made me think of him, any word on how
So a 2-out
Stevie's doing?
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
True story.
In the box for the
And
third time today as he takes that one off the plate.
And I'm not going to tell you guys a lot of detail, but I want to share. Wildman and I have a mutual friend who is legally blind, but my buddy Wildman can back me up on this. The one thing he could always see was a pretty blonde.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day.
If there was a pretty blonde that walked by him, his vision was better than me and Wildman's. Because his head would whip around like there was no tomorrow.
New inning getting started. This is Corbin Carroll.
Am I lying?
And a pitch.
You're going to lose the game because of me. How are you going to lose the game because of me?
Set down in their half of the fifth. Now up next for Arizona, Christian Walker. 0 for 1 so far.
I swear, if that man didn't have health problems, he'd have no problems.
Walker, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012. The Diamondbacks still looking for their first hit in this one. There's a strike.
John means business.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Throw on to Nevin. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
The left fielder, Gurriel.
2 outs, base is empty. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody
I'm
out.
ignoring you.
At the top of the 5th. In the air to left center. Hayes ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out.
Hey, Frog, you mind putting a little message in our group text? I'm almost certainly jinxing myself, but...
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. In the air.
What do you think is too soon?
To right field. Carroll under it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 2.
And I bet you they were all blonde too, weren't they?
He's already homer here in this one. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
1 ball, no strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Gunnar, Henderson.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner.
They never
than
do.
he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Dbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that. Really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases.
Santander, back-to-back doubles. Henderson scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler Nevin, 1 for 2. Up the middle. Perdomo on to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Puts the tag on him.
I had to try.
They limit the damage here. The O's add 1 on an RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Top 6. Randall Grichuk now. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Okay.
Keeping the no-hitter alive now.
Pressure's off. I don't have to worry about the no-hitter now.
They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that.
Drops for a hit. He couldn't.
Why in the world?
Around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
I don't know. I'm not.
The approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to
I didn't even realize that. I was supposed to have Nevin.
What he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Not that that's going to be much better.
Jose Herrera. Top of the zone for a called strike. Fought off foul.
Mountcastle's got secondaries in the outfield.
Out towards left center.
Yeah, Mountcastle has secondaries in the outfield.
That's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's
He has played outfield. Okay. Yes, he has.
Slapped foul.
Listen to me.
With the pitch count in this one.
I've been watching the Orioles a lot longer than you,
Westberg
and I am.
to first. 2 away.
Mountcastle came up as a shortstop. He played games, only a few, in the majors first at shortstop. He could not play shortstop. They moved him to third base. He did worse. They moved him to left field. He did okay, but then they moved him from left field to first.
And ball 1. The Orioles leading by 3, and we're the top half of
Wild
the
man, did I get all that right?
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
On a bounce right side. Newcastle, that ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Dbacks with a run-scoring double. It's bottom of the 6th inning, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Thompson back to work, and first offering is fouled off.
He did actually play. He did actually play his first few games at in the majors at shortstop, right?
Slider misses outside.
Yeah, because they originally, when Mountcastle was in the minors and he was still playing shortstop, they originally thought because of his size and his hitting ability, they thought he was going to be the next Cal Ripken Jr. as they quickly learned, he from it.
Still a 1-2 count.
He couldn't field with a, you know what.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
I believe it is, or I know it was Cal Ripken, but I believe it just recently got passed by O'Neal Cruz. And he may have gotten, and actually I think A-Rod may have, so I think it's now Ellie, or it's O'Neal, it's A-Rod, and then Cal. I think A-Rod's taller than what Cal was. Yeah, his fielding definitely was dookie. He's turned himself into a very good first baseman, though. I got to give him credit. He should have won a Gold Glove last year. Which I never thought I'd hear the words Ryan Mountcastle and Gold Glove in the same sentence. But he has turned himself into a very nice first baseman.
And foul ball. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And another ball.
Yeah, he probably did realize that was his. He said, if I don't learn how to play first base, they're not going to keep me around just as a DH. Because as good a hitter as he is, he's not Frank Thomas or Cal was 6'4", A-Rod's an inch shorter. No, my buddy Frog was pointing out to me that Cal's record as the tallest shortstop got broken last year by O'Neal Cruz from the Pirates. Isn't he like 6'7"?
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
He's a big boy.
Strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand this.
He'd be the second Pirate to do so.
And get through this at bat.
Here comes a pitch.
Hey, Wild Man, do you play any fantasy sports? I'm sure you do fantasy NASCAR, but like fantasy football, fantasy baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball left side.
There you go, 6'7", 215, Frog. Hey, Wild Man, since you're looking up stuff, how tall is Ellie De La Cruz?
Top of inning number 7, and now Ketel Marte. The left. He fires. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Well, maybe next year I can get you to join a fantasy baseball league with me. If we have some openings.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Urias drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Corbin Carroll. To the outside corner. It's 0-1. Bounce to the left side. Whips it to Mountcastle. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Fair ball.
What the heck was that?
And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second.
Oh, I'm going to listen to that later.
Now back,
Really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Just off the outside edge, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to the left, Urias. Zips it to first. That ends the frame. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Miguel Castro.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back.
Miguel Castro, former Oriole.
Leadoff batter as he looks at ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike. That's in there.
Why did I just hear myself?
And now it's filled up. And here it comes. Yeah, there's ball 4.
All right.
Cedric. Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Joe Mantiply getting loose out there. Yeah, the right-hander deals. Little chopper rolls foul. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one misses.
What video is that on?
Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Rutschman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Now this one's crushed down the line.
Yes.
And foul ball.
Oh, 1.5 feet.
Next offering is in for a strike. Westbrook, the lead runner out at second. Mullins on at first with nobody out.
Do you remember when he was an Oriole?
And a base hit.
No, Miguel Castro.
Shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough, but right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. Now the base is low. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Henderson, the next to hit, takes ball. One. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
The Orioles trying to break this one open. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him! And now he's looking first out.
You don't actually have dementia.
On the pitch here.
And he comes on in a close game with a pretty big mess to clean up.
And that one in the air center field. Grichuk makes the grab. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
You might be demented, but you don't have dementia.
Situation, you need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Just kidding.
And that one fouled off. traffic on the bases with one already in here in the second game of the series. To the right side. Oh, nice play. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high.
But yeah, if you get a chance there, Mr. Wildman, when you're not working or doing whatever it is that you do these days, throw some of those old videos some watch time. Have me on in the background when you're doing something. When you're working on the cars, just have me on in the background.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch.
I got a lot of that. I got a lot of wrestling content too. If you're still a wrestling fan.
Hayes snags it, and there's one away. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Puts it in the air towards left center. Mullins
I appreciate you.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
And if you're curious, I have 2 YouTube shorts up. If you want to check them out, I gave my predictions for the season.
And a good eye there.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in the dirt. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike.
Wouldn't it be funny if the guy that I traded you won the National League Rookie of the Year and the guy you traded me won the American League Rookie of the Year?
3-2.
Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now.
You didn't like the Punjabi prison?
Reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Perdomo stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Herrera off of first.
But they got a big star. They got a big star in WWE right now that looks like he could be your big brother, and he's from Hagerstown.
3-2, 2 out, runner on.
And his actual name is Sean.
In the infield, hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Well, Sean, now, before you say that, my first game with him was so bad that he only went 2 1/3 inning and had a 19.29 ERA with a 3.36 WHIP. So, but I had a no-hitter going for 6 innings.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle. And a pitch. Foul ball there. Mantiply, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve.
Think I should let him? You think I should let Means try for the complete game or no?
And a swing and a miss there.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Do we believe the Orioles when they say that Kyle Bradish and John Means are both going to pitch this year in the first half? I don't know. I got to be honest with you. After the way they handled the Felix Bautista injury, I don't know how much I believe them when they talk about injuries.
Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Mantiply, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement.
By the way, Sean, Wildman, I don't know about you guys, but when I heard that Jordan Montgomery signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks, I just said, thank God it wasn't the New York Yankees.
1-1 there.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias. And a foul ball. Who are some of the curveballs that you watched?
My buddy Gabe just predicted, assuming the Orioles get their game in tomorrow, that Corbin Burns is going to pitch 7 shutout innings.
Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
That one to first. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. Nicely done.
Hey, Sean, if you're still in here, I got to be honest with you. I love Trey Mancini, but keeping him over Christian Walker is looking really, really bad right now.
And now the DH, Jace Peterson.
The designated hitter, Jace.
I want to think that if the Orioles, that Jordan waited for just nothing. Yeah, but $26 million for 1 year is a lot of money.
As the lefty gets to work.
And he's not going to be ready to pitch till May.
And that's ball 1. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Let's see if I can do the Greg Maddux special. A complete game with under 100 pitches.
It's 2-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Now one gone.
What's up, Pigtown?
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. The Orioles leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't use PCI hitting. I want it to be more ratings based to feel real. I use buttons hitting and classic pitching.
Just a weak
and I even let the fielders do the fielding. I do the throwing, but they do their own fielding.
And there's 2 away. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Pitch misses.
Do what?
And it's 1-0. The D-backs down by 4 here in the second game of the series. Checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around.
No Greg Maddux special. No complete game and under 100 pitches.
Yeah, that skips into there.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Are you ready to turn on a fastball?
Not bad.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On the first.
Complete game for John Means.
Orioles take the first 2 games of this series.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew? He'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding.
Nice.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us.
Gunnar, Henderson. All right, who thinks I should just play the third and final game against the Dbacks? Zach Gallen and Corbin Burns. What a pitching matchup. Okay. All already got the series W. I won the first 2 games. Let's check out the standings. I'm a half a game behind the Yankees. The thing that bothers me is look at that home record. 9-12 at home. 12-5 on the road, though. Alright. Let's pick out some really cool unis. We're going to go with... Ooh. Turn off the cheat code. These are the ones from my childhood, my teenage years. 1995, the year Cal passed Luke Gehrig. I was at both games. Matter of fact, Mr. Wildman in the chat got mad at me because I cut out of school early to go to the game too. He cussed me out because I was going to the game and he wasn't, and I left school early. He's probably still mad at me for that. Oh well, he'll get over it. And Wildman, if you're still mad about that, I don't apologize. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a series sweep. I think this will be my first one since the Pittsburgh series.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Mother's Day action on the show.
Mother's Day,
It's
pink
the
bats, pink bats.
Diamondbacks taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Baltimore Orioles have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They play
You're
well,
kidding.
Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game.
Okay, can you guys confirm breaking...
Solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges, so we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity
Okay,
to swing
chat.
a series.
My friend very rudely just told me there was breaking news that Shane Bieber was traded to the Orioles.
So
He's rude.
ready to get underway, and on the hill today, Corbin Burns. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right. And you're
Who remembers these 1995 uniforms fondly?
Games as well, and he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And the righty deals. Fouled off. He was late.
Apparently only me.
And that's down and away.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That's out to center field. Mullins makes the catch, and there's one down.
I'm a little disappointed they went away from this style.
Spot a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate. Gabriel Moreno.
Well, it's been a tough series for him so far. No hits in any of the games. Game plan for him, and sometimes you tip your cap. They're executing, it seems, to perfection. But with that said, you know this guy's hungry. He wants to get on base with a hit. We'll see if he can make an adjustment and maybe flip the script in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-2 now. Just missed. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Yeah, because he makes more money that way.
Nothing doing for Arizona, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy.
Yeah, but the agent's not supposed to care about the team. The agent is supposed to care about, whether he wants to admit it or not, A, himself, B, the player. If the agent's caring about the Cedric Mullins lead-off home run.
His second home run of the series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's a
because they get a well, whether the player goes to free agency or whether they sign with the, you know, extension with the team, the agent gets a certain percentage. But the bottom line is, let's say Scott Boras is getting somewhere between 8 and 15%. Let's say Adley, we wrap Adley up for $150 million. I'm not saying it's going to be that little amount. Back-to-back home runs to start the game. I may keep using these uniforms. Let's say he gets 12%, and we sign him for 7 years, $150 million. Again, not saying it's going to be that. Just trying to give you an example. But let's say you take him to free agency. So let's say the Yankees give him 10 years, $210 million. Well, Scott Boras, not only Adley, but Scott Boras stands to make more money that way. So, yeah, it's not the agent's job to care about the team. It's the agent's job to care about, well, let's be honest, A, himself, and B, the player.
Pitch misses outside. 1-1. That time, and it's strike 2.
In a perfect world, yes. Because once you have a certain amount of money, why do you need so much more? But that's not how the world works.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
Okay,
Nice recovery.
that is true, but if I said to you, I'm going to give you $150 million over 10 years, or I'm going to give you $200 or $250 million over 10 years, what are you going to take? You're going to take the extra money.
Consistent pressure, Chris. Right now,
and don't you dare tell me you wouldn't.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a guy to go up there and grind out at
I agree. Either way, it's a lot of money. But you know, once you start living, and the sad fact is, once you start living that kind of life, you know, depending on how responsible you are with your money, that money can go away very quickly.
2 out, space is empty.
How many star players across sports, not just baseball, basketball, football, that made millions of dollars, life-changing, life-altering money, and how many of them have you heard file for bankruptcy?
And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-0.
And for the record, I've never said I was smarter than you. You're not slow. I don't want to hear you talking about yourself like that. I don't want to.
And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. And a foul ball.
But
righty to the plate.
But I have never. If I have ever made you feel less, I don't. My point is, you're my friend. I don't want to ever hear you talk negatively about yourself.
It's 2-1. That's his third straight game with a homer.
No, I'm being just sincere here.
Fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just
I may joke
don't come
around
too
with
often.
you, but don't ever talk about yourself
One out in the second.
like that.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
And if I have ever made you feel stupid, I
The
apologize.
center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. One down, base is in.
It's just because I've taken time to understand the business. The fact of the matter is, look, the fact of the matter is the game that we all play and love as kids. Yes, I'm not saying Major League players don't still love the game, but they also love to make money.
Swings through it, and that's a strike.
You should.
Really good.
No, well, that's exactly right. You know,
Down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with
I got news because even if you,
pitcher's not going to miss.
and take it away from sports, even if you really love
That could be a big
what you're doing for a living,
Next offering is
let's say some company comes along, offers you double the amount of money to come to their company and do the exact same job
inside edge.
you're doing now with your current company, guess what? You're going to leave your current company and go to that other company to make more money.
Up by a run here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. That completes the strikeout inning over. But the Diamondbacks
Okay, for the most part.
with a homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here in Baltimore,
For the most part.
digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. Gallup back to work.
It's no different than, you know, and my buddy Wildman can attest to this. Why do NASCAR drivers leave for different, you know, companies or, you know, get different sponsorships? Because they get offered more money.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Fill in the blank NASCAR driver didn't just magically overnight start liking Dr. Pepper over Coca-Cola. It's because the Pepsi company that owns Dr. Pepper paid him a lot more money than Coke was. Am I wrong? Well, that was more of a comment from my buddy Wildman, because he's a NASCAR guy. But if you're still in here, Wildman, am I wrong? People go where the money is.
Now the catcher comes up to him.
How many?
He just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location.
He didn't give up any money. Shohei. Okay, let me explain to you what he did. He made a brilliant decision. Do you realize how much money? So Shohei Ohtani signed a 10-year, $700 million deal. He's going to be making, yes, it amounts to $70 million a year, right? But he deferred $68 million a year over the 10-year life of that contract. So yes, he's only getting paid $2 million a year by the Dodgers while he's playing. But do you know how long after he's done playing, the Dodgers are still going to be paying him? Do you know why? I'm not being funny when I say this. I know Wildman knows this, and if Sean's still in here and if Pigtown's still in here, do you know why they call in baseball? Do you know why they call July 1st Bobby Bonilla Day? Because the New York Mets signed Bobby Bonilla to a contract about 4 years before you were born, Gabe. And Bobby Bonilla deferred a lot of that money. It is 2024. They are still paying Bobby Bonilla every year on July 1st. He gets a deferred payment from that contract. They are paying Bobby Bonilla until 2034.
We'll hit next. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
I love this part of the
You didn't know that, Grant? Or Wild Man? I'm sorry.
I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Big stack center field.
Well,
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
well, no, he didn't. No, Gabe. Shohei didn't give that money back to the Dodgers. He deferred it so that the Dodgers could spend more money now to build a championship team. Perfect example. So Chris Davis, quote unquote, retired, right? But they didn't come to a contract settlement. They restructured the contract. We deferred a lot of that money that we still owe Chris Davis. We're going to be paying Chris Davis until I think, Sean, back me up. What are the years? How long are we paying Chris Davis?
He's also in to score, and they lead by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have.
And the Mets signed Bobby Bonilla from us after we traded for Bobby Bonilla.
That's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So we are paying. Okay, hold on. So wrap this. I want to pause this so Gabe can understand this. Because we deferred a lot of payments for Chris Davis, we are not going to be done paying Chris Davis until 2035. Because we're paying him in smaller payments. So we're not paying off the whole contract. It's almost like a loan. Like when you get a loan, a home equity loan to get a house. You know, nobody just walks into a mortgage broker and says, okay, here's $300,000. Or I'll say this, very few people, even professional athletes, don't do that. Walk in and say, okay, here's $300,000. They get mortgage payments, and you pay little by little in installments. It's not.
The flip to the pitcher covering. Play is made. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
But yeah, July 1st, you'll probably see it on social media. You'll see people say Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. It's not because it's Bobby Bonilla's birthday. It's because he gets a nice big check from the Mets every year, even though he's been retired since before you. I think he's been retired since before you were born. You were born in 2000. What year did Bonilla retire? Somebody in my chat.
Get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
2 outs. Fights it off. You'll see another. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece.
Congratulations. If you would have told me you wouldn't have been, if you would have told me you weren't listening, I would have strangled you.
Third and final game of the series.
Okay. Now, just wrap your head around this, though, Gabe. Every year, Bobby Bonilla is getting paid probably more money than the two of us make in a year to sit at home and drink beer, probably. So, Bobby Bonilla, okay, you were a year old when Bobby Bonilla retired. I don't know what his actual contract was, and I don't know what the deferred payments are, so I can't sit here and tell you what he's getting paid every year. But I'm sure it's a nice, I mean, as far as an everyday person like you, me, Sean, Wildman, Pigtown, I'm sure it's more money than, like... And don't get me wrong, I loved Bobby Bonilla, especially when he was with the Orioles. He was a good, fun player. And if we're being honest, when you go back and look at those old Pittsburgh teams, when you had Bonds, Van Slyke, and Bonilla, I think Bonilla was the most underrated of the bunch.
Whips it to first on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Gunnar fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Marte batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, base hit.
swing like that can
There you go.
come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the
But there's lots of players, like,
but all he's trying to do at this point is help
and that's the thing.
Peterson in the box with one away.
Shohei is going to make more money by deferring those payments because he's going to not only get paid what he would have gotten paid yearly, he's going to get paid interest.
There's a swing and a miss.
Just like Bonilla is getting paid interest.
The pitch. Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Yeah, teams can, I mean, that's part of contract negotiations. You know, because what deferring does, so you understand, let's say we signed Adley Rutschman or Gunnar Henderson to a 10-year, $500 million contract, right? So that is, what, $50 million a year? Thank you, Brian. Let me pause and pull yours up. Anybody in this chat that's not already subscribed to Gaming with Brian, please do so. The guy does great work. He's got a Cubs franchise he's doing. Good guy. So, okay. Let's just say we're paying Adley $50 million a year. Most of the time, when it comes to a deferred contract, it's usually a combination of the team and the player comes to, the negotiating table and say, let's defer some of this money so that we can use more money to improve the current team.
One left for the Diamondbacks.
So for example, it's no different than in the NFL. When a player restructures their contract so that, like when Ronnie Stanley a few weeks ago restructured a contract to free up some funds for the Ravens in free agency, that's basically what deferring, I mean, in a roundabout way.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And out number one on the grab.
Well, yeah, because...
So next to hit for Baltimore, Austin Hayes.
Of course they can say no, because both the team and the player just can't go to the team and say, I want to defer this money and get paid later. That's part of the contract negotiation. The team's got to be willing to defer it because,
The next to hit for the Orioles.
when you're deferring money on a contract, you're helping yourself in the short term, hurting yourself in the long term. Because if we're being honest, especially in the case of Shohei, and any one of the people in the chat can back me up when I say this, it's not going to be the Dodgers' current ownership that's going to finish paying this contract. It's going to be the next ownership. Because there's no way this ownership is going to pay off the rest of that contract before they end up selling the team to someone else, unless they own it for 50, 60. I mean, oops.
Swung on and hit well, way back there, and that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot, and they inch closer. It's 4-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
In the box now.
Potential is a funny thing. Ryan Leaf had #1 pick potential, but he was the biggest head kid. Like, having potential doesn't mean you're going to be good.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go.
Britney Spears had the potential to be the biggest female music star in the history of ever, and she just sort of fell off the rails.
Slapped foul. Here comes a pitch. Got it by him for the call.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And it drops in. And that turns the lineup over.
Oh, so what's everybody in chat doing tonight?
And now here is Corbin Carroll. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Carroll, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Sliced hard but foul. 2 outs. Misses off the plate, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and there's that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Bottom of the inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Good eye in that spot. Now fly ball to right center. Carroll moves towards it, and it's caught for the out.
Mark, you said you're a Blue Jays fan, right? What do the Blue Jays really expect to get out of Justin Turner? Considering he's not a young player anymore. Wow.
Nicely done at first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Hey, Pigtown, did you see that my first game with the Diamondbacks on last night's stream? My walk-off home run?
Swings through that one.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And that one hammered way back there. And that one hops around first and he's got his
Cedric Mullins hit a walk-off home run for me.
Here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go
Guess no team wants him.
a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Henderson at the plate now. That's ball 1.
So they understand, though, if you're trying to put all 3 of them in one trade, there may not be a team that can take on that salary.
Kicks and deals.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Man at second. Swing and a miss.
They need to do a lot. MLB The Show needs to do a lot of things with trades and franchise mode. What are you talking about? We need to be able to have more than three players in a trade. We need to be able to do cash considerations in a trade. We need to be able to trade draft picks. You know, all the things you can now do in real life.
It's a base hit. Here comes Rutschman around third. Safe.
Gunnar Henderson is crazy good.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But
I can't believe I'm hitting Zach Gallen this good. He's their best pitcher.
Anthony Santander. And that one fouled off. And a pitch.
Thank you.
That one inside. And
I think I'm one of the only people that are on Kansas City. I got them picked to win the division.
Up and throwing. Man supply warming up as well.
Well, you see, the way you win the division is you get more wins than the second place team in the division.
have to be careful here.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. What a play. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Back now at Oriole Park, top of the 6th inning. Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. In there at the knees. up there to center. Mullins settles under it. And a quick out, number one. Here's Ketel Marte.
Hey, some people are picking the Detroit Tigers.
There's a strike. The Diamondbacks trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Some people are saying that if they can get anything out of Javi Baez, the Tigers may win the division.
There's a swing and a drive.
Oh, crap.
That one's deep. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there, and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
And now Jack Peterson, he's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Corbin Burns.
And here it comes. That one not close.
Come on, Corbin.
That's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
There we go.
3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, number 30.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Hold on. I can't. Why would you say your game is broken? I see you're winning 3-0.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
I can't see the Padres hits.
Swing and a miss. Ugly.
I see they just got a double play. You just got a double play.
Full splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane.
Damn, Brian, you've given up 225 hits.
And he deals.
That's a lot of hits.
Still 1
You
and 2.
need to do some better pitching. I'm kidding. It's probably just a glitch. I doubt at the end of the game it's gonna say you gave up 225 hits.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Fought off foul.
I mean, not even the Padres are that good to get 225 hits in one inning, or in one game.
Here's your 1. And there's a foul ball.
Some teams probably don't even get 225 hits in a season. No, I'm just kidding.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. Lifting in the air down the left side, and that'll get down for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
I don't know. I think God could pretty much do whatever he wanted on a baseball
Now,
diamond.
here is Austin Hayes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Orioles do a good job of simply getting the
I don't know. In Brian's stream, the guy that was just in here saying that he thought his game was broken, it says he gave up. It says he's given up 225 hits for the Padres.
To second, there's 1 to Walker, and that's 2.
Well, one thing you expect from your man on the hot corner is a strong arm. On display right there as he makes the
Well, okay, Brian. I mean, okay, 255, 225. Either way, it's a glitch. Stop throwing the ball over the plate. Now stop hitting it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Make sure you're smashing that like button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Desperately want to try to get to 1,000 subscribers by my birthday. I got just under a month to do it.
On 2 hits. No. And we're back. Now it's going to be Christian Walker. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Strike 2.
0-2.
And that's downstairs and outside. Way outside. 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of
That's my 10th strikeout.
Even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty sure I'm still leading the league in strikeouts with Corbin Burns.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground to first. Steps on first for the out. Alec Thomas now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact.
Oh, crud.
Blasted. It's got a chance. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around second now. Going for 3. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
That one fouled off.
I never understood that saying because there's no screws in a baseball, and to my knowledge there's no screws in a bat.
Tosses to first, and that is that. One left for Arizona, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Not bad, not bad.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Mantiply.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts.
Okay. Ordinarily, I think I would go with Cano, but since it's 2 lefties and a switch hitter that doesn't hit righties well or lefties well, I think I'm going to go Colombe or however you say his name.
The pitch. Westberg up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Nelson, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bounced out to short. Perdomo. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Mullins now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
You guys agree? Do you want to see Danny or do you want to see Gunnar? I'll let the chat decide.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing to. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Coulombe.
He's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Peterson up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And a foul ball.
Jocularity Peterson.
Keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And he's saved at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Say with me or just in general?
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language,
Oh.
and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat.
Well, I thought you already were going to, like, I thought you were going to one of the Brewers games.
Stands in here, takes ball one low.
Oh.
That one the other way. Nice grab.
Real fans go to the second game of the year. I've been to enough opening days, it's very corporate.
Not so fast, the second baseman says. Leaps up into the air and brings it down. Some nice hang time as well when he was up there.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything.
They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail at 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Kyle Nelson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson. First pitch, not close. The Diamondbacks with some...
Cal Nelson, the guy who looks like he's taking a poop during his windup.
For manager Torey Lavello.
Kyle Nelson.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll pulls it in on the run. Now, Anthony Santander.
Okay, what is ROFL? I haven't heard that one.
First offering is fouled off. Nelson, in his third season.
I know what
he features a
LMAO
slider, a four-seamer,
is.
a cutter. Swings through that.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Cowser stands in with two away as he takes a ball. High fly ball down the left field line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
All right. Let's see if we can complete the sweep. I love the walk-in outs this year. How much faith do we all have in Craig Kimbrell to be to replace Batista for this year?
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Craig Kimbrell.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That strike right there.
Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And there's one down. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 3.
All right.
Inside, just missed.
Okay. He's a bad ball hitter.
Right through there for a strike.
What in the world? I gotta see. What in the world is a bad ball hitter supposed to mean in this game? Excels on pitches outside the strike zone.
This is
Okay.
empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. And 1-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. Now only one out remaining.
Let's complete the sweep.
Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That clips the zone. Strike one. The D-backs trailing by 3 here in the third and final game of the series. Fastball right back to the man on the first ball game. And the Orioles come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it.
And the Orioles are in the win column. Well played game. Back-to-back home runs to start the game. They never look back. Jace Peterson, former Oriole. All right, gentlemen. I thank everybody, or ladies and gentlemen, just in case there are any ladies watching me, my apologies. I thank you for your support of the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Can't get there without you. I will be back probably sometime after the game tomorrow. We will talk about said game tomorrow. Hopefully they play it. God willing, Mother Nature and Father Time are both undefeated. So, thank you for being here. Please leave a like. Links to my buddies will be in the description. But Gaming with Bryan is streaming right now. Go check out his Chicago Cubs franchise. We got JustMrLove with a Royals franchise. We got State of Franchise with a Angels franchise. We got franchise gaming with a Mets franchise. Go support all those fellas. They are great franchise streamers. Me and my buddy Gabe will probably be live on YouTube either later tonight or possibly tomorrow, just discussing some general thoughts on the Orioles and the upcoming season. Hope to see you all for that as well. Take care and thanks again for the support. Leave that like. See you next time.